It's week 3 of the 2029 season, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. Hope y'all ready for this one on Sunday Night Primetime.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this primetime contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Heward. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1 picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Nix with it on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
On third down, here's Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns have more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Again, it's Gibbs. Oh, stiff arm. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives them the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 39. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Another one for Gibbs. Juke the defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Gibbs can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Dragons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Evans now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go, second down. Nix. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 16 at the 21-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. So they're left facing third and long. Here's Stroud now. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So third and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Into the hands of Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give him a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second and 8. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he goes out a little short of the 40. All plays on the table here for third and 3. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. And it's gonna be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Dragons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
From the 30 on 2nd down. This is complete to Gibbs. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 21. Completes this one to Chase. And he'll go down here at the 16. 3rd and just 2 to go. They just get the play off. Completed to his running back. And he'll get them enough for a... We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He completes it in traffic. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Gibbs has them the touchdown. The Dragons parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons double their lead to 14. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Denver set to take the field on offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground. I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some...
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Dragons and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Gets it quickly to Bowers. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Spiller. Blast through midfield. Reaches the 30. He does it. Touchdown. The Dragons take a 20-zip lead. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Cut out left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They'll run the toss for Williams. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
Kate, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained it for minimal yardage, but it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a 1st down as close as they were to the sticks.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Play action with Nix. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Nix off the play action. Throw complete to Williams. Pickup of 2 here, and that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
2 yards on the play, and the Broncos 1st down.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, gets the pick.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Let's see what they went with on third down. Here's Nix. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Dragons are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Complete here to Bowers. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they'll have first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. From the gun, Stroud. He's got it. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Broke through the tackle. They made it 3 yards on the carry, which sets them up with third and goal at the 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons continue piling onto this lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here comes the Bronco offense. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Japan. And it's the Broncos, who are facing 2nd and 14. Throwing here, Nix. It's taken in by Williams.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Now Nix on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On now comes their punter. And they could really use a good one here. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Dragons and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Trying to work quickly now.
That's good for A.
They'll run it from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Everybody rushing back to the line. 2nd and 3. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, Stroud. Jukes out a one-stop. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Working quickly here. 2nd and 1. Escapes the pocket. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Stroud throwing here on first. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a pickup of 11. And they're going to have a first down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. We've reached halftime with the Dragons. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Dragons returning their offense and this running back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
To the air, Stroud. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
And Tokyo. First down.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From midfield on 2nd down. Finds McConkey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away, and that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Searches for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Dragons getting their punter out there. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. The Broncos in quarter... Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 27. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They're now set for 1st and 10.
First down, Broncos.
Throwing now, off play action. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! It's picked up by the defense. And he drives this forward to the 6.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
He's got it!
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the 3-yard line.
Gibbs. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run. It's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons tack on 7 more to their lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He fields it from the 8. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's caught for the 1st. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he gets him around 6 there. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A handoff for Williams, running left. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense ready to get going again now. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. This is complete to Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 3 now. Running it with Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
We're paused now as trainers come out to work on an injured player, and this is certainly noteworthy because that is Jamar Chase who's hurt. On play action, here's Stroud. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception, and it's going to be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Flush down out to his left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could...
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
From the 19. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's another Tokyo 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dragons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons continue adding on to that lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Evans now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Back out runs their offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Nix with it on 1st. They bring the pressure. Down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Nix. He's got... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. So out now comes the punter. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Complete here to Bowers. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Stroud off the play fake. Oh, this big guy is moving! And that is a touchdown! The Dragons throwing 6 more on the blowout. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Escapes the pocket. He can run it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 4. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing here, Nix. He's on the move. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent game. Punt team on the field. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The home team's back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. 1st and 10 now from the 30. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's Gibbs on the carry, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They give to Spiller from the gun, and he's caught behind the line for a loss. They'll bring out the punter here, and he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Play action with Nix. And they pick him off again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Dragons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now Gibbs. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Shotgun now, first round. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Stroud throwing here on first. This one's caught. He has the touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Evans now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense getting set to go. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Throwing on first down, Nix. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Now Nix. Pressure's on him and it gets home, he's dropped. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up. Here's Nix to throw. And they pick him off again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Dragons take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Tokyo. Dragons looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Gibbs. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Dragons running them out of the building. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's Carter on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Complete out to the right. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Nix off the play action. him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports.